In June 2012, my department, in conjunction with the school management bodies and the relevant trade unions, agreed a career break scheme for special needs assistants in recognised primary and post-primary schools, the provisions for which are contained in Circular Letter 2022/2012. The scope and objective of this scheme is for employers, wherever possible, to facilitate applicants to take time off to engage in, among other things, personal development, education, including teacher training, public representation, childcare dependent care and self-employment. The scheme is not designed to cater for those seeking to take up another paid position in a school. Each employer, in consultation with special needs assistant staff, shall develop and maintain a policy statement specific to the needs of the school in relation to the approval of career breaks. In drawing up this policy, the welfare and educational needs of the pupils shall take precedence over all other considerations, and while taking account of the objectives of the scheme, shall have due regard to the capacity of the school to meet its obligations to its pupils. In the public and civil service, employees are precluded from taking up employment in another government department or a body under its aegis, while on career breaks. So I want to be very clear with that. It's the same for everybody in public and civil service as well. That if you take a career break, you can't take up employment in another public office. In a similar way, a special needs assistant on a career break is precluded from taking up employment in a school. I want to thank the Deputy for raising the issue. I don't have the details of your specific case. I have no problem. If you want to give me the specific details, I can have a look at it to see is there any advice we can give or any direction we can give. As you know, the circular was agreed with the unions. I don't know if your client is engaged with the unions or not. But the rule is the same across the board for everybody, because it's basically a career break. It's not the opportunity to fill another position in the public service as well.
Question, Senator.
Yeah, I suppose the issue is really the definition of a career break, and sometimes people do take a career break in order to develop their skill set. And while I can understand the logic to a degree as to where they're coming from with it, I do believe that there are certain cases where flexibility needs to be examined. And to be quite frank with the Minister, I don't know, has this lady, engaged with the unions or not. I don't know, but certainly would be recommended that she do so. And I will get my office to email the details onto your office, and perhaps there might be some identification you can make that will resolve this impasse for this unfortunate lady.
No, certainly, Senator. I'll have a look at it to see if there's any advice I can give on it, or the department as well. I think you'll appreciate it. I don't know the case, so I don't know what the situation is, but the logic here is that you don't take a career break from the public sector to fill another job in the public sector, which I'm not sure about. That's exactly what your client is, but that's the way it seems. And the scheme was probably right. I mean, it wouldn't make more sense that you could fill other jobs in the public sector when you're on a career break, holding up another job. So, but I'm sure maybe there's more in the story that we're not familiar with. So, by all means, I'd love to see the case and go through it. And if we can give any advice or direction, we'll certainly do that.